By my calculations, I think the Lions have scored 3 touchdowns because I've heard the fight song 3 times as we've tried to get this show started today.
Just take 3.
Take 3. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show here on KOXE. I am Derek Stuckley, along with Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director, Sammy Burnett. And how are you, sir?
Man, I am wonderful.
That's great. That's great. Sorry we've had a little problem today getting this show on the air.
It's okay. I got all day.
Well, good, because it may take us all day
It
at
may
the rate
take
we're
us all
going.
day.
Okay, so I guess let's kind of get caught up on things. I know we got the track meet finishing up tomorrow, but it started Monday. So how did we do Monday, Coach?
Monday, some good results. I was really pleased with the turnout. Kaya Phillips was a district champion in girls long jump, so congratulations to her, advancing the area. Lindy Bassioli was second in the 3200. Haley Atkins was second in the 3200. Bennett Wyndham was fourth in the 3200, all advanced, and I commend them, period, for just running 3200 is 8 laps.
Mm-hmm.
I feel for those guys when they do that, but they did a phenomenal job, so congratulations to them. Ike Hall was a district champ in the long jump and the triple jump. Marcella Hooker was runner-up in the long jump and triple jump, so that's a great start for us. Right now we're tied with Stephenville at 41 points, so always fighting to try to win that district title. Tomorrow we'll go up there and finish the field events with throwing, shot and disc, and high jump, and then we'll have the finals for all the running. Coach Moore and Coach Harris and myself are running off a discus ring, so that ought to be comical. So if you want to go take some pictures of that, do it. But we're going to do that, and we're assigned discus, so there's 2 rings, disc or discus, however you want to say it. We have 2 rings, so we'll be making sure we can try to run those off properly. So that'll start our day, and then we'll finish by setting some hurdles and watching some good track. So wish Coach Jackson and Coach Lipsy and all the girls and boys best of luck in districts. If we can't load up that area meet, and they'll be successful there as well.
Yeah, and I think the girls are just 5 points out of first place going into Thursday. So
and we'll do well in the running. So getting some good points and distance is big. That's not a strength on the boys' side. That's an area that we're concerned. Stevensville has a lot of distance kids, so we're going to have to do really well in the relays and our individual events to try to come up with district title. Girls are really strong, so I'm excited about watching them. They're sitting right where they want to be. I think they'll do well on the track. Have an opportunity to win the high jump with Hannah Dean and I'm sitting here and draw a blank, but other girl jumpers. You got to be kidding me. It's my daughter's sister.
your daughter's sister?
Yes. Aubrey Felix.
Oh, there.
Sorry, I couldn't get that. I can't believe I couldn't get that. But another opportunity to gain points there on the girls' side. On the boys' side, we have a chance with Marcelo Hooker in the high jump. And if I'm not mistaken, I call is going to jump as well. Jumped 6'3" in practice the other day, so that ought to give them opportunities. So still opportunity to get some points there. And then, of course, girls on the relays have been really dominant. I'm excited to watch them run. I mean, our girls program is really strong right now in all phases, sprints and middle distance. You got Sydney Wyndham, who does a great job in the 800 and all the other things she does. It depends on what they put her on. We're going to have a strong mile relay with the girls, and their sprint relay is pretty good, anchored by Miss Phillips, who was we're blessed to move in from early in the year from Killeen. So really excited about that on the boys' side. I think we have a great chance in the relays. The one spot that we won't be as strong is in the mile relay, but we should get great points in all the other events with the hurdles. We got some good hurdlers. We got some good sprinters with 100 and 200, so we ought to be able to gain points there. But it's going to be a fun day. Hope the weather's nice. I haven't looked at the weather, but hopefully it's nice.
It's supposed to
be a great day for track.
Should be, yes, sir. So what else happened yesterday?
Baseball went to Graham. We're not victorious. They lost 2-1. It's extremely difficult. We've been on a great ride. 11 straight wins, I think. Gavin pitched a great ball game with 10 strikeouts, I think it was. We had 1 error that didn't cost us anything. Had opportunities. We had bases loaded 3 times and only manufactured 1 run out of that. But Coach, talking to Coach Sanford, he thought they hit the ball really well. One of the focal points was trying to not hit so many fly balls and let's start turning those into line drives and ground balls. He said did that. Had some really good balls. They made some really good plays and hit a lot of balls right at them. So we weren't victorious, but the key to that is we play them again on Friday. This is what we've talked about multiple times. I think this is where our strength comes into play with depth in the pitching staff. Having multiple kids. Ask Coach Sanford about Graham's pitching staff and what they had behind their ace. And he said he wasn't sure what they had, but thought that they could be successful against them. And on our side, you really don't miss a beat. Gavin is definitely our number one, but we have a lot of other guys that can go in there and throw and get a lot of outs. So I think that's a big part of Friday. And if we can come out and score some runs and keep them off the board, everything they get, make them earn it. So it's going to be exciting. But the key to that is bounce back, be resilient. You stumped your toe, so what? Get up, play the next game, and we'll win that series. So still sitting pretty in where we want to be as long as we continue to take care of business. But sometimes you have hiccups. And when I talked to Coach Sanford this morning, it wasn't a bad game. He said it was a great baseball game, old-time baseball game. Just got to find ways to pick up a couple more runners when they're in scoring position, which I know they'll focus on.
Yeah, just missed the one timely hit that they've been getting the last two games. But everything else was pretty similar.
Yeah.
So let's see what else is going on, Coach.
Well, again, Thursday we'll finish the district meet at Mineral Wells. That'll start in the morning. I think it started about 11 o'clock with the field events, and then they'll proceed with the running events. Running events will be all finals, so it'll be on a time schedule. So you may run a race and sit for a little bit and then run the next race because they got to give those multi-event kids time to recover. That's how it will be all the way through from area to regional to state. So they'll get a little bit acclimated to that. And again, I'm excited about what's going to happen. I think we're going to get a lot of kids out into area, and then firmly believe that we're going to get a lot of kids out into regional. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good day tomorrow. It's going to be fun running off that discus with Coach Moore and Coach Harris. It's going to be fun. We're going to do. I think I sort of told Mr. Moore. I said, hey, you can be the caller out guy because I'm not real good at reading names, so he can call them up, and me and Coach Harris can hold the tape, and then get a couple of kids to run the discus back.
So you're going to be sitting there where they throw from or where they throw to?
I better be where they throw from because, I got ADD. I may start talking to someone, clip me with the discus. Last track meet at the Blue Bonnets, Coach Jackson and I are driving around the golf cart just checking everything out, making sure everything's going smooth, and we happen to pull up to the discus ring, and there's a Howard Payne kid just picked up a discus, rolled it back, and he commences to walking. About the time a kid's starting to throw, I'm like, oh no. And sure enough, he threw that thing right at him, and I hollered, look out. And he ducked just in time for that discus not to decapitate him. It's a dangerous event if you're not paying attention. So you better put me in the back and let me just hold that tape.
It's probably a good idea.
So you just set the roll for us. So I think with that, Coach Harris is a whole lot more focused than I am at times, so he can get out there and hold that tape at where that discus lands, I guess.
We'll be looking for that tomorrow and see how all that goes. Anything else going on this week?
Yes, we got baseball again, Graham, at Brownwood at 4:30 and 7, and softball will be hosting Glen Rose at 5 and 6:30. Big game for them.
Yes.
2-2 in district right now. Boy, it'd be great to get them to 3-2 and continue to roll. Find ways to win. They're battlers. I know that. They go out there and play hard and get after it. And I don't really think they worry about the score. They just go out there and give it everything they can. And when it's over, they look up and see what the score is, which I think is a great mentality to have. So we preach that in football and everything else. Don't worry about play the next play the next pitch, get the next out, whatever it may be. So I'm excited the fact that I can see both of them. Get to walk over from the girls a little while, watch them earlier, and then start with the boys and get to see both of them play. I really enjoy watching the girls play softball because I like their energy.
Yeah, and they have played a lot better at home than they have on the road. So.
Definitely. So big game for them, but I hope they can get out there and get after it and have fun and be successful.
Yeah, and that starts the second half of district for them.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. Also on Saturday, our baseball team will host Godley. Just another opportunity to get some more reps with kids. It's a meaningless game other than the fact that I don't mean meaningless when it comes to the district race, but great opportunity to get more kids opportunity to play that maybe don't get to play as much. You really shouldn't worry. I don't like saying this stuff too much. Shouldn't be really be worried about the outcome because you're trying to give kids an opportunity to get in there and work on things that need to be worked on or continue to grow the depth of your team. but you never talk about losing. Winners don't think about losing. You think about winning. So in the same aspects, we still feel those kids can go out there and perform and play and be victorious. So we expect nothing less than to be successful against Godly on Friday.
All right.
So, I mean Saturday. Sorry, Saturday.
Friday.
JV at 11, Varsity at 1.
Playing Friday, Saturday, but
both days. Just take your tent.
Both days.
Just take your tent.
Yeah, there you go.
Have someone Uber up some DoorDash, you some breakfast, and just out there and watch the 11 o'clock game.
Just have a big campfire and everything overnight. Spend the night at Moore Southall Field.
Yes, you get your tent. Do it. I'm 55. I'm a senior citizen. I got to sleep in my bed when I can.
That's true. Okay, so what else is going on? Let's see. Anything football-wise?
Yeah, a couple of things. Number one, been blessed with the opportunity to coach in the Oil Bowl. It's been a long lifetime goal of mine as a coach. I remember watching Coach West, Glenn West, when we were at Kemp when I was a young guy, coach the Oil Bowl, and I thought that was a big deal, and I thought, man, that'd be cool to be able to do that. So I marked that as one of my goals, and God blessed me with the opportunity last year, reached out to us and asked if I'd be interested in coaching that. Said I'd be honored. I'm able to they changed it up this year. They've asked 3 head coaches, so basically 6 head coaches to coach those. And you get to bring an assistant. So we decided on our side, which is the West team, we decided to let the head coaches coach offense and let the assistant coach defense. Well, so I'm going to take Coach Jones with us, and we'll probably ramrod the defense, so I'm excited about that. And for us, I mean, the blessing truly is not just coaching the game, but it gives us one more chance to coach some of our kids, which I'm so excited about. So those guys that were accepted into that is Logan Knight, Ike Hall, Quentin McCarty, Marcelo Hooker, and Sam Commons. So I'm just excited about getting to be with them one more time and getting to go out there and have fun. We did it in the All-Star game a couple of years ago. Coach Jones has coached the FCA All-Star game. Coach Jones has coached that before, and just talked about the opportunity that we had. You know, back then it was Kyron Dill and Rashad Henderson and those guys, and got to go out there and get to coach them one more time, and how much fun we had, and we still talk about that. So an opportunity to go out with those guys and do that again, I'm thoroughly excited about that. So look forward to that. That's going to be June the 12th through the 15th. So we'll check in on the 11th, and then the kids report on the 12th, and then we start practicing the 12th, 13th, 14th, and they play on the 15th. That's Saturday at Memorial Stadium in Wichita Falls. So that's awesome, and what a blessing it is we get to do that and be with those kids. On the off-season side of things, or athletic side of things, you know, baseball's still going, track's still going. We're going to start going out on the field during 5th period and start implementing some skills with football, starting with 7-on-7 stuff, working on coverages. We've already started meeting with coaches in the morning. Defensive talk started this morning, and then offensive, there will alternate days, and then we also get with the junior high coaches and educate them on you know, what we expect them to coach and the scheme. So we'll work on that. And then also gives opportunity for basketball and, of course, baseball to, during 5th period, to go do what you do. I mean, baseball does what they need to do anyway during the period, but it allows basketball to go work on their skills as well. They're getting ready for spring basketball and summer basketball, so those guys that are basketball only will get to go work on that. Baseball will do their thing during the period, and then those guys that are in football or multi-sport athletes will go and start working on what they need to for the 7-on-7 season.
It's here.
It just starts over. It's like I said, here we go again. We already, you know, baseball's doing their thing. They'll continue to do what they do. We're just adding the football part of it and the basketball part of it. So it's exciting. So we get to get out there and start coaching a little bit of skill stuff for football. And for me, it's like a brand new job. Every year is like a brand new job because you got a different team. How you going to develop that team? How you going to build that chemistry? How you going to create that leadership? Watching kids develop over from one year to the next, and see how they've grown and matured over the course of, you know, that time, and see who steps up and start leading, and you start figuring out and seeing what kind of team you're going to have, just in the mental part of it, in the leadership part of it, in the chemistry part of it, which is huge, and then, you know, teaching those skills, which is always fun to do. So I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. You know, one thing that just popped into my head while you were talking there, Of course, we've got the Ingleside game
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in San Antonio. Have y'all got that ironed out yet?
Lisa and I had a conversation about that yesterday. Still trying to iron out the Alamo Dome. It's our first choice, and then Heroes Stadium, which is a retro old school stadium in San Antonio. Really neat, mystique kind of place to play, sort of like Gordonwood Stadium. So either one of those venues, if they open up, will be awesome. If we can't get one of those, we'll find a place somewhere around San Antonio. But the Alamo Dome would be great for our kids, and so would the Hero Stadium. That would be a neat opportunity for them. They'll be on a Friday, unless we agree to. Both Coach and I have talked about playing that game on Friday. If for something happens and we can't find a facility and we have to move that to a Thursday, that's definitely a possibility. But we're still looking at a 7 or 7:30 start for that football game.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Did we hit it all?
I think we did. I think we did pretty good, and we're pretty efficient.
Yeah, considering how this thing started, we ended pretty good.
That's the lady behind the screen.
That's true.
What?
We're blaming
No,
you,
no, no,
Star.
no, no,
That's
no,
true.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
She's the technical director.
And there were some
something.
technical difficulties.
Yes. I don't know who was responsible for them.
User error on
I just know it wasn't me. I just sit here and y'all say go and we roll.
2 or 3 times sometimes.
Yeah. It's warm up.
Well, anything else today, Coach?
Yeah, let's thank those sponsors. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howery Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Heartland Funeral Home, Landmark Admin, MC Bank, Painter & Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tees.
All right. We will be back here Monday to recap the district track meet and the rest of the weekend events on the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show on KOXE, KOXE.com, and the KOXE app.
Have a great day, Brownwood.